Once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our subject as today is that you see in the top. Where is the barzakh? In barzakh is the temporary place between this life and life for permanent life. However, I said there's 3 verses directly about the barzakh, as I mentioned in the second episode, the second before the break. I would like to read these 2 verses first to understand, to know that what Allah said, and after that, the last one would be directly about our life. About the understanding barzakh, first verse is in chapter 25, verse number 53. I would like to read it and inshallah translate it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا غضب فرات وهذا ملح نجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا وحجرا محجورا. And it is He who made the two sea flow freely. This one is sweet, one of them is sweet, and the other one is saltish. One is palatable, and the other one is buttery. In between the two, Allah has placed a barrier, and untouchable obstacle. And to the other verse which Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Rahman in verse number 19 and 20. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Also Allah said, He makes the two seas flow freely. They will be meeting together. Between them is a barrier. They cannot trespass. Even as water. Subhanallah. I remember about years ago when I was in Morocco, that the sheep people to fisher, they take fish, they go with the boat in the sea, so far away, going on, coming, so they bring the fish, and they sing many times. So they say, oh, we are in the saltish area, we are in the bitter area, we are now in the sweet area. But even though they pass, but they are this one side is salty, one side is sweet. Subhanallah. But and also that these two cannot trespass. It's just like steps. Subhanallah. However, but the chapter 23, verse number 100, about the barrier of this life and hereafter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it barzakh for us. What is that? حتى إذا جاء أحدهم الموت قال ربي ارجعون لعلي أعمل صالحا فيما تركت كلا إنها كلمة هو قائلها ومن ورائهم برزخ إلى يوم يبعثون. Until when death comes, one of you you'll say, my Rabb, send me back that I may do good in that which I have left. The Malak of Al-Malak al-Maut says, never, never. It is merely a word which you speak. Kalimata qailaha. So, and in front of you is a barzakh. You are going there up to the day of raised back. And also in other chapter, verse number 3, chapter 3, verse number 169, also Allah mentioned regards of those shuhada, martyrs, with no reason they killed, before his term to reach to die. Then these death people passing the reminder time in the area of that barzakh, where they go to the barzakh, but still they are not finished their life because they killed and half time, halfway. That was Allah mentioned the words وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قَاتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يَرْزِقُونَ. And do not count those who have been killed in Allah's way as dead, rather they are alive. And the person of their Rabb, they will begin sustain. They will give and sustain. They will give him food. They are alive. It means they are in barzakh. Other than that, what they should go if they die? But let's go to the barzakh. And the barzakh for them is a place to sleep, a place to eat, so on, because they are martyr. Also, there is a hadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This hadith is from the Tafsir al-Nur al-Saqalain, page number 553. The book is, the volume Tafsir is 3. That hadith is like that. Al-barzakhu huwa amru bayna amrayn wa huwa as-sawabu wal-iqab bayna ad-dunya wal-akhirah. It means barzakh is in between this universe and hereafter, as well as a place for a reward and punishment. Also, another hadith from the Ali Karamallahu wajhu, he said, huwa al-qabru lahum fihi ma'ishatan dankan wallahu inna al-qabra la rawzata min al-riyazat al-jannah aw hufratun min hufrat an-nar. And according to this hadith, barzakh is the grave, of course, for believer a garden, and for non-believer a place very tight and dark. Therefore, every death will visit grave and door to barzakh until to the day of waking, of resurrection, والبعث بعد الموت, because we believe we will alive back. Who are believe in resurrection are Muslim, and the one who are not believe in the Ba'ath بعد الموت is infidel or kafir. So far we understand barzakh is a barrier between this life and life after death. Grave is an entrance door to barzakh. And barzakh has a two-segment area, one to the right and another to the left. Left is to torturers and right is to the garden. According to the religious narrations, raised questions about barzakh. First, say process in the grave. When death transferred to the grave, there is a process, there is a pressure of about originality, because we are from dust and they want to hug us. Then the angel of grave and Karnaki will present, and they will starting the background check. A person is souls is died on regular time, and they will have nothing to have, and they will go to the right, and the garden of the right one is the garden. If the death is a problem, they driven to the dark and the dangerous with all kinds of stingy creatures, bad, smelly. And if person dies as a way of killed before his or her expiration day or times, then this kind of death is a stay in the place of barzakh, as I mentioned. They are waiting just as a waiting area to the next day of Akhirat, and they are asleep until the day of the resurrection, which I already mentioned. However, there is no one to not follow these steps. Every person follow this. Everyone must follow this way. There is another question raised by religious narrations. That is, are the people who live or waiting in the they can talk to each other, they can meet each other? Yes, in Quran mentioned about one word, yatazawaruna. It means the people which die there, which is in the right place, they will talk to each other. They will see, they will ask about someone is alive. The one is newcomer over there, and they ask him, how was my relative, how was my friends? If this person right away say, if he is fallen, it means he fault. It means he did not come to us again, and they forgetting. So if the one is good, and they will talk about it, they meet each other. So far, all information was after dying. Then how about before dying? Before to go to grave? That's also very important. Before to grave, it is the one is the time of dying is very hard time, very difficult times. This is also Allah mentioned in the Quran. وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذَا الظَّالِمُونَ فِي غَمَرَاتِ الْمَوْتِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ بَاسِطُو أَيْدِيَهُمْ أُخْرِجُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ الْيَوْمَ تُجْزَوْنَ عَذَابَ الْهَوْنِ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَقُولُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ غَيْرِ الْحَقِّ وَكُنْتُمْ عَنْ آيَاتِهِ تَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. And if you were to see when the wrong door or in the tears in the halat al-naza of death, and the malakul maut stretch their hands like books like that, and they cast out your soul, the time you will award it with the shameful chastisement because you use something bad in the future, in the past. If someone is good, and also they said, the Malakul Maut said, الذين تتوفاهم الملائكة طيبين يقولون سلام عليكم ادخلوا الجنة بما كنتم تعملون. If the one who is good, they say salam, go to your way to ray of the Jannah. So these are in the Quran, all of what I said. Alhamdulillah, I finish it, but even though it's not proper, but anyway, forgive me. And this is all about for today, and hopefully to understand about where is the barzakh, and we will meet them no matter who we are. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.